everyone, it is Deanda, and thanks a bunch for tuning in today. I want to tell you all about what I do for homework here in my second grade classroom. Each week, I send home a homework packet with my students on Fridays, and then it's due the following Friday. So I sent one home today. Today is Friday, December 1st. This is the packet that went home today, and it's going to be due next week, Friday. So I always have this newsletter on the front of it, and it has my contact info here, which I've covered up. There's a peek at the week that lets parents know what is going to be coming up as far as tests and quizzes in the upcoming week. And then I have what we're learning for each of our different subjects, and at the bottom is always a memory verse. If there's something I want to let parents know about or remind them of, that goes in this middle box. So now I have the holiday incentive here, letting them know that if their child is on green or higher as far as behavior for 5 days in a row, then they'll be able to have their desk wrapped, which is something I found courtesy of the internet. So I've actually started doing that now, and when I'm done with this video, have to finish wrapping. The upcoming events are always at the top of the newsletter. So this is every week just to keep them informed and let them know what's going on in the classroom and what's coming up. I also have a couple of standing assignments that are always in the packet. Parents always know to expect them and look for them because it's always there. One of those is the reading log, and I only require them to read 10 minutes a night. I know it's not a lot. Some people say 20 minutes or 30 minutes, but the reading is not the only work that they have. And I feel like children should be well-rounded and have fun lives. So I don't want my students to be holed up in, the kitchen, sitting at the table, or in their room at the desk, just doing homework all night. I think that they should spend time playing with their siblings and their friends and their parents and have extracurricular activities, and just academics are important, yes, but it's not all that there is to life. So 10 minutes is the time for the reading log, and then there's always memory verse homework in the packet, which of course when I taught in public schools, that was not a part of the packet. And then there is always spelling homework. So for spelling, there is always a spelling list. It's typically in color, which gets ripped out from their spelling books, but this is my extra packet. Someone's going to lose their packet, and when they do, I'll just say, here, have this one. So I have to make a copy of the spelling list for this extra packet. And then I've created some assignments for them to do with those spelling words. Now, in years past, they had 4 spelling assignments. Now I have it down to 3. The packet used to really be a beast in the past. It was much thicker than it is now. But then this thing happened where I had my own child, and I had to go home in the evenings, and evenings were just like, oh my gosh. Like, all the free time that I used to have is just not there anymore when you have a child. And so now I'm able to empathize with the parents, and the packet is shorter, and bringing it back to the point there are just 3 assignments instead of 4. So I change out the spelling assignments every quarter. This quarter they're doing the words in all caps, words in questions, so they have to write each word in a sentence, in an interrogative sentence that ends with a question mark. And then also the special sounds. So there are some target sounds for each spelling list, and they just highlight the special sounds with a yellow crayon or highlighter. Also in this packet is some phonics work. Now, I ripped the phonics work out of their phonics and language books and staple it to the back. So that's why it's not in this packet. But the way that we do phonics and language, the worksheets, is we do the front side together, and then the back side is independent work. I was having them do it in class, but then I said, instead of making a phonics worksheet from scratch, why not just give them the work that's already in the book that they have to do. So that's what I do for phonics and language. I also always refer to my planner when I'm making the homework packet, and I go to the following week and I just kind of do a rough sketch of what I want to cover each day, what I want to teach each day, so that I'll know which days tests and quizzes and those kinds of things are going to be coming up. Next week we have a phonics test, which is why I had phonics work in the packet. We have a Bible test, and I didn't put the Bible work in the packet this time because we haven't gone over all of it yet, but I did make a study guide, which we'll do together on Monday, and then it will go home with them so that they can have a couple days to study and prepare. And I did the same thing with science. I didn't get a chance to prepare the science work to put into the packet, so we'll do a study guide together either on Monday or Tuesday, and then they'll have a couple days, 2 or 3 days, to prepare for the science test, which is on Thursday. And then, of course, spelling test on Friday, and the spelling work is always in the packet. Now, there's no math work in here because we use Saxon Math for our math curriculum, and each day we do the front side of the math sheet together, and then the back side of the math sheet is homework. So the math homework is always due the following day, which is why it does not get included in the packet. When they bring their work back in next Friday, I'm going to check it, and if it's all done completely with nothing missing or nothing undone, they'll just get a big check mark on the front of it, and I'll send it back home. I don't grade it for accuracy. I do check for completion, and if they've completed it in its entirety. I have this checklist, and it has the due dates for each assignment for the quarter, and if they've done it completely, they get a check. If it's done but it's incomplete, I put an I, and if it's not done at all, then the box just stays blank. And what I do is I let the parents know at open house that if they have a borderline grade at the end of the 9 weeks, but they have done all of the homework in its entirety, then I will bump, say, the 88 or 89 to an A. And not just if it's a B, A borderline grade, any borderline grades, I'll bump it up to the next letter grade if all the homework was done. If all the homework was not done, then not bumping it up. So it's just an incentive to make sure that they're doing it, even though the homework is not being graded and recorded in the grade book. So, oh, and then one more thing. I have this really cute paper clip that is huge. I got it from the Dollar Tree maybe a month ago, and I always keep the homework right here, and I stand it up on my desk so that I can just glance over and see the peak at the week. And this is the one that was due today, so I'll take this out. And I don't know why I'm doing this, but I save all my homework packets and I just put them in this folder labeled homework. And then now I will put this packet in my paper clip, and this will just sit on my desk for the next week, or until someone says, I lost my packet, and then they'll get it. Yeah, but that's what I do for homework. So I wanna know, what do you do for homework? Do you send home packets every week? Is it sent home daily? Do you grade it? Do you check it? Do you check over it with students? What do you do for homework? Go ahead and let me know down below. And if you have not subscribed yet, I would encourage you to do that now, so that as I continue sharing what I'm doing in my classroom and some of my experiences as a teacher, you'll be able to see those videos. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.